come
Okay,
through for
cool.
Natalia. Did you see that? Did you guys see that message?
See what message?
I just saw a text come through for Natalia. Let me jump off for a quick second and check it.
It's me. I just saw John's message.
There you are. Hello.
And I thought,
okay.
I didn't notice that he was on.
I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that oh, hey, Joshua, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hey.
I don't know if it's that the Zoom link is in the location section of the event, but I can copy it into the notes too. Can you guys see the notes on the calendar event as well?
Yeah, I can.
Cool. So I think I'm going to just copy the link to the top of the notes, and that way it won't take you into maps or whatever it's trying to do, John. Cool. Okay, great. All right. Well, first of all, I just really want to, guys, we're all here, yes? Okay, good. I just first really want to thank you guys for being on this call tonight. You know, I was really like clear that I didn't need to be on another FASOMA call for like the rest of the year. I was like totally cool with that. I was cool to go in January, and just John, and I think Kim also was just like such a fan to like make this happen. So that just goes to show how committed the rest of you are. That we just to, you know, put a fire up under my butt and your own as well. So thank you guys for just being so committed to getting this work accomplished as soon as possible. I really so appreciate you. So what's cool is that this is being recorded. So I mean, I know y'all probably saw the message from Kim. She's not going to be attending this call with us. And thank you so much, Natalia, for first of all, for making the space available for us to meet in, and for recording it, because then Kim doesn't have to miss anything, and, you know, people can catch up. So that's really great. And it's lovely to see your face. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we've got a couple things to get accomplished. Is there anything that anybody just wants to say right off the bat, or ask right off the bat? You guys have had the agenda for a couple weeks while the call's been scheduled, but is there anything that you just want to like get off your chest or communicate right to begin with? Just opening.
The only thing that I saw, you were asking the questions about FASOMA and to members and all that. They're all wonderful. I think the ones, there were some highlighted ones in there. I think what we have to do is sift those out, because if we get that too lengthy, people are going to say, I'm not going to deal with this. Yeah. I think we actually have to sift a little more and get 5 or 6 real pointed, either that, or I also thought possibly we could put check boxes and make it simpler with some answers in there, and then put a box for making a comment.
Yes. And I love what you're saying, and everything you're saying is exactly what's been requested. So it's so perfect that you're speaking to that. All that there is for you to do, West, is to reply all on that email and let us know what you think it should say. Because we have all those questions on there, and what we're wanting to do is exactly what you're saying. It's so perfect what you're saying. Whittle it down to what we really want answered. And so, like, what is really like most going to capture the experience of the current member right now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like, I absolutely love what you're saying. We just need to whittle that down. I don't, you know, we have a whole bunch of questions on there. And what I really wanted was for y'all to rate them in order of like importance, or what you think is really the most valuable. And I did get that feedback back from Natalia and from John. So thank you all so much for sending that. Joshua and Wes, anything I can do to support you in getting that feedback back, let me know.
No, I did it. I highlighted it and emailed it. So yeah.
Okay, I gotta, okay, did you reply all?
I got it. I got Joshua's.
All right. Whew.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't, I don't know why I didn't get it. So I got John's. He responded to the email directly. And then I got Kim's.
Kim responded, yeah, and said they were all good, but that's good, but that's the
Yeah.
whole, there's too much in there. People are gonna read it, 3 or 4 of them, and saying, oh, that's enough, and okay, whatever. So
Yeah. And Joshua, you replied back with like certain ones highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay. What email did you send it from?
The on-site holistics, the one that it was sent to me from.
I just want to make sure that I have it because this happened too. My business partner sent me, my business partner sent me something earlier today 3 times and I didn't receive it. So, that's unnerving.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I'm going to check everywhere that I need to check. But in the meantime, would you do me a huge favor and just hit resend on that for me? Okay, thank you. Awesome. Thank you for doing that. Okay, great. So I'm going to compile what you all say is most important. From what I saw between Natalia and John, there was definitely some agreement on which questions are most important. I think that we're going to be able, there's a couple that kind of say the same thing, like sort of repeat themselves. So I think we'll be able to do that. I don't know about 5 or 6 questions, but I think we could get a member survey down to like 10 questions. Can we all agree on how many questions we think we should have on there? Do y'all think it?
Sorry.
No, go for it.
Elena and I were looking at it together when you first initially sent it, and we've worked on it a couple of times, and I worked on it individually, and having a multiple choice answer, I think was something that you and Ellen went back and forth with, would really help to give us more information, or having like a yes or no, like what Wes suggested also. It looked like there was the potential. We haven't sent out a survey in a long time. So in my opinion, keeping it to 5 questions or around 5 questions would
get more response.
Well, actually, I feel like it would be a waste of our energy, because we could get a lot more information and feedback with more questions, especially because we haven't sent out a survey in a very long time.
Okay.
Ideally, I would like for us to see if we can do a survey once a year as a follow-up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be really helpful for us to see, like, what is it that the community is really wanting, so that it can guide our train of thought.
Yeah. Awesome. So like 10, 12 questions?
I think that's fine. We can I'm okay with even doing 15. It's not, I mean, if we give multiple choice answers, it's not going to be energetically exhausting to people. They should be able to do 15 questions easily.
Is there a way to set it up to where there's like 2 or 3, like 3, multiple choice options, what have you, and then like a 4th, like blank, write your own in? Is that
I believe so. It just depends on the survey platform. So the one that Fasoma has a plan with is Survey Gizmo. I haven't used it, and I haven't logged into it to see, but there should be a way to be able to play around with how we want the answers to be laid out.
Is there a way to do Survey Monkey? As of late, I've filled out numerous ones for the massage people, the AMTA and those, and they present one question at a time, and you answer it and then hit next. and it walks you through the whole thing until you get to the end of it, and then it has a box at the end for more comments. Do we have anything like that?
We have Survey Gizmo.
And is that similar to SurveyMonkey?
I
Where you do,
think
where you,
most survey platforms are a little bit different. There's also Typeform, which is also a survey platform. This is just the platform that someone has used before.
does it have like single questions and then move on to the next, or where you have multiple answers and then move and answer it and move to the next? Or is it present a list of questions all at once?
I think that's a great question. That's definitely an Ellen question, because I haven't used Survey Gizmo.
Well, I didn't actually talk to Ellen about multiple choice answers, just so you know.
Oh, I thought you
And
did.
I didn't. And it sounds like a great idea. Everybody seems to agree that would make it easier, make people more willing to fill the surveys out and go through them. The question, there can be more questions. Great. So if y'all talked about, if she made mention of a multiple choice answer option, then I think it's like a safe assumption that Gizmo will do that.
It should, yes. And the
Cool.
good thing about it is that it'll tally it up and it'll give you pie charts and things like that for
It'll do stuff, fun stuff with the data. That's cool. Okay, great. So let's do that. Let's do that work a little bit more with the survey and come up with some multiple choice answers. Yeah, it's really not a strong suit of mine, but I mean, we could do that. Is anybody immediately looking at those questions and going, yeah, or like, is somebody on this call, like you've made a quiz before, you've made tests before, and you're just, it's no problem for you, it like pops up, you can think of multiple answers to things and just put them down as options?
Yeah, I did it, and then I sat down with Ellen and we did some together based on the one that she crafted. So
Great.
let me see. Actually, let me text her now and see if she's up. And then, because if she sends it to me, then we can all share it in our Google Docs.
Okay.
And instead of, like, we can edit it in different ways. So on the right-hand side, there's a button that says edit or comment. And you can add the comment without erasing the content that's already there. So you can make a suggestion for an edit. So you can still see what's already been there, and then the suggestion, and then approve the suggestion if everyone wants the same thing.
Okay, that's cool.
Does that make sense?
So what you're saying is that there's the template of like what it is right now, like what the survey would be now. And then there's a space on the right-hand side for people to put suggestions that they think should be added. And then you can actually approve those suggestions to be part of the template or not.
Yes, and all that is through Google Docs.
Cool. Yeah. Great, thank you.
If I can open it now and send it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, cool. So great work so far. Joshua, I'm so sorry I didn't get yours. I can't wait to see it. I'm so sorry I didn't get your response to the survey. Thank you guys for doing that work and taking a look at that and sending that back in. There's still, I know I'm paused, I'm just looking at the agenda. There's still some more work to get done on the surveys. I love that, we're just gonna perfect it. Like, we're just getting systems in place right now. Like, once we have that in place, like that survey, for example, we'll be able to send it out once a year. And then members can count on being heard from us once a year. Okay, so let's see. Did everyone, I didn't, and this could be an email error, so I'm checking. I didn't get responses back from everyone about the scripts, the call scripts, the text, email, and phone scripts on the lapsed and the prospect members that me and John submitted to you guys 2 weeks ago. Is anyone on this call that either doesn't know what I'm talking about or didn't receive that? Okay, so you all know, oh, go ahead, Wes.
I'm not sure with this computer meltdown. I'm not sure what I have at this point and what I don't have. Like I tried to go back and collect everything and actually see if I could print things, and I haven't found them. So
It'll
it would, if you could send them again in an email form, it would probably help me out, and then I don't have to, because everything is scrambled right now.
What's cool about the way that they were sent is that they're in Google Docs, so they're accessible anywhere from
Okay.
any device. So you just sign, yeah, it's in your email, and I will resend you the invitation.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, but it's like super easy to view. Go ahead, John.
Hey, real quick. So with those Google Docs, because I mean I'm a little familiar with them. I've been out of the game a little bit with that. So when you send those, I can only view them, but to edit on them, like I had to send a request to you to be able to edit that. Is that how they're going to work?
Nope. Why that happened, that singular incident happened because I sent the invitation to view and edit to an email other than the one that you were using and already signed on as to pull it up.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yep.
I did get the I sent the one I had for lapsed members, but I did see the one that I think it might have been you. Somebody made up one for prospective members, and yeah, I mean, I looked at it. I liked it. I mean, I
Great.
thought it was like, to me, I thought it was right on the money.
Great. Thank you.
Because I think what scripts is, you got to have room in there for a little bit of interaction with whoever you're speaking to. Because I mean,
Totally.
I'm sure we all know, the second you get on the phone with somebody, right away if they're reading off a script. That's kind of it. But I think whoever compiled that, was that you? Compiled that?
Yeah. And
Yeah, it
Natalia,
was.
great feedback too. And thank you.
Yeah.
Thank taking a look at that. That's great. I think that we're coming up, like I said, I know that right now it's like, I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking at just the bare bones of everything that we said that we would get done in this next few months. It's been a little bit daunting, like this last couple of weeks with everything else I've had going on to like manage to complete all of this. But at the same time, it's really inspiring because all the things that we've wanted FOSOMA to be, that we knew that FOSOMA would be, like we're creating systems right now that we can put in place to ensure that it is that in the future. So that's like the really exciting thing about getting this stuff done. Yeah. So, and I definitely would not be capable of doing that on my own. So I can't tell you how much I thank you guys. Yay. Natalia, did you pull that up? Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I have the edit link. So I'm going to put it here in the Zoom chat box. Or
Okay.
I can text it to you guys, but that's the edit link. Let me know if that works or if you want it through text. If you're on your computer, you guys can do it, open it now, and we can walk through how to make the suggestions to the edits.
Is there a way you can email that invitation out to edit that?
I can also send it through text. Do you want to email better?
I would prefer email so I can pull it up on my computer in the morning. If I have space to do that in the morning. You guys, I'm speaking to 150 people tomorrow afternoon. I'm like,
That's great.
So great. So great. Okay. Someone else should be doing that. All right, cool. Cool. Anyway. Okay. So cool. So while you, there's one more thing I just want to look at really quick. Oh yeah. I really want to have like a little hooray moment, like a yay hooray moment. Famous for yay hooray moments. But this one's for real. This one's the real deal. I want to yay hooray the fact that we made 2 of our most important deadlines, which was ensuring that we know the important events at the schools next year and securing board liaisons or FSOMA representatives for each of the schools in Florida. Yay! Hooray! Nice.
That's good.
It's very exciting.
Would you be able to send me, I got one of the dates of the schools. And
Okay.
I know that I said I was gonna call the business members and try and set that up. I still haven't been able to do it. I'm hoping to get it done sooner rather than later. It's just been, I haven't had enough time in my week. So I'm hoping to do that.
I do have the other dates, and I put them up on something, on some Google Doc. I don't know. I don't remember now. And I thought that you were copied on there, or that you can see it, and I don't remember. So I'm just going to email it to you directly. Okay. Cool. Are you guys wanting to look at the doc with Natalia and take a, because she can share her screen, or no?
Yeah,
you're not doing that.
Screen.
You want to do that? Want to share your screen and then like do a quick training on that suggestion box and everything that you were telling us about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a survey form. So most of us just like highlight and edit, right? Erase.
Yeah.
But right here, editing mode, click that. You can edit document directly or make a suggestion or view. So wherever the cursor landed, we would make a suggestion. But it's not suggestion. Hold on. Not working.
Oh, I think that's it.
So then right next to it, okay, so let's go over that one more time. Right corner, suggesting mode comes up, and then you type whatever it is that you want.
Cool.
Enter. And then it marks it as a different color.
Okay.
Okay. So then anyone else goes in, you hit on the word, and then you can reply to it, or you can approve the suggestion, which is right.
Okay.
You would, let's see, the checkbox.
Yeah.
Or you can just cancel it and reject it.
So for example, that first question, we might change it into a box that says 1 to 3 years, 3 to 8, I don't know, like something like that.
Right.
1 to 5 years. Yeah. Okay.
So then we highlight this area, suggest 1 to 3,
4 to
6, I don't know, 7 to 10.
At that point, it can be like 7 plus.
Yeah.
But cool.
So this is what it would look like. And if you see up here, there's 2 people viewing it. It won't show who it is, but it has these 2 little images. So when you're on the document and there's someone else, there's someone editing it with you.
Ooh.
Yeah. But each edit would be a different color. And then I'll say, like, for example, I'm the one that edited, or I edited it through the FSOMA account. So I'll show as Florida being the editor. And then when each one of you go in, you'll also have your name next to your edit questions.
Okay, cool.
Right.
All right. That's cool. That's a great way to do the, this is in Google Docs?
This is in Google Docs, yes.
Okay, perfect, because that's where we've put the other things, so that's how we can edit each other's work on there. So like for, that survey, or and also the scripts. So if you guys have any, so that's the good news, if you guys have any edits to suggest for any of the scripts that we've created for contacting members or prospective members, you can just go on there and suggest and edit just the way that Natalia just showed us.
Yes,
Thank
the good thing about that, you're welcome. The good thing about that is that we can see a history and kind of be able to gauge everyone's opinion based on the initial content that was created.
Yeah. Super cool. Okay, great. It just adds so much to have you on these calls with us. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, so let me look at this. All right. So, another really cool little announcement. Hats off to John because he made a suggestion and it was met with what a great idea, which is that the school visitors, the FSOMA representatives, are going to be carrying business cards with their names on them that say FSOMA representative. So we have stuff to hand over to the contact people that we introduce ourselves with. It's different. It's new. It's like, hey, this is a whole new FSOMA. So good idea, John. We're getting 250 made each and super exciting.
So I also have another suggestion too. I think we should all have those like tablecloths that go over top of tables when we go to the schools, if the schools are going to have any events. Because I know with East West, they already told me that they're going to give me pretty much open access to the school, and they're going to invite me to pretty much every event they have there to be able to interact with the students. So so having thinking about the business cards, I also thought about having those nice tablecloths for each of us to have if we're going to go to the schools. I just think it looks pretty professional.
Yeah.
And I know you can get a good deal, maybe if someone already has a contact, but I just think if we have those when we set out the literature and whatever else we're going to put on the tables, I just think it really gives that professional presence that's, would be very receptive by the student body, plus the faculty. I think will really, really like that. It will definitely give us a nice, appearance for the organization. So.
Yeah. Great idea. Okay, I'll make that request.
That's my 2 cents.
Nice. Your 2 cents always end up being pretty valuable, so that's great. Thank you. Okay, my dog's attacking me, so if you see my phone jerking around, that's what's happening. She's been ignored, All right.
I have a comment too. In the meeting in Fort Lauderdale, I don't have absolutely any connection with Gainesville. So Natalia has said she was going to send me some contact or someone that I can contact to start getting this information because I don't know any of them. So wherever that's going to come from, I need at least a name and a phone to start setting up some information and possibly get a schedule from them where it's possibly going to start fitting.
Yep. That information, the contact information, how to get a hold of the contact person at schools, is broken down by school in one of the Google Docs that you've been invited to see.
Okay.
I would really just, what I would do if I were US? I would go into your email and just do a search for Google Doc, and and you'll see all the information that you feel like when you see all of it, you're going to be so happy because it's everything that you're
after. All right, cool.
All right, great. Okay, the time has come to agree on a mission statement. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so I thought how we would do this is because everybody's got some great ideas for that. So we could all each read our own submissions, and then we could. No, what, John? Your face is so.
I forgot to print mine out, so I have to go back to my email.
Me too. It's all right. Okay. We can read our submissions proudly to each other and then vote after we've heard them all on the submission that we want. kind of like we did at the annual meeting. So I think that we can, John, if you have yours pulled up, I'd love to hear yours. I think that's very close to what I wrote, which is very funny.
Yeah, give me like 1 second. I'm gonna grab it.
Oh.
I'm looking for it real quick here.
And if anyone else is ready with theirs, fire away.
I have mine.
Cool.
Mission statement would be to inspire individual and community excellence while supporting our members in their professional development and evolution.
Ooh. I like it. Man, this is gonna be tough. That's already like a solid 5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, they're all really good when I read them.
Yeah.
I like your third one, Simon. I think it's very good.
What's the third one?
Inspiring AOM schools and students and licensed acupuncture physicians to create an empowering community within the Oriental medicine and acupuncture profession.
Oh, you know what that's cool. It kind of mirrors our mission statement a little bit, our organization-wide mission statement a little bit.
Because yes, we are empowering the Soma, but we need to reflect that we're empowering the members behind us. We're not making this little oligarchy at the top. It's the members that we're empowering. It's not the Soma.
Yeah.
So I can't find the email that I sent.
Here, John, I'm gonna copy it and paste it on the chat box here.
Yeah, I'm definitely IT challenged if you guys haven't figured that out by now. So
Hey man, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, all right?
I mean, I'll get it. It's just gonna take me a little bit of time, So
I put it in the little chat box. Can you see it?
Yeah, let's see. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, the top 3. Okay. So yeah. Sorry guys, hang in there. Hey, give me a task, I'll make it happen. It just might take a little bit, but I'll take care of it. So the 3 ideas I came up with just to throw together was, and again, adding the words that we talked about last week. So to give empowerment to the organization through inspiring potential members to become part of a larger community. Then I had inspiring students of Oriental medicine to become part of a community that gives empowerment to an organization by advancing acupuncture and Oriental medicine. And then I had to give empowerment to FSOMA by inspiring students to join a community that is advancing acupuncture and Oriental medicine.
That's cool. What's the first? Can you read the first one again?
To give empowerment to the organization through inspiring potential members to become part of a larger community.
That's great.
So,
how do we want to do this? Do we want to does anybody have any ideas of how we're going to pick one?
Are we going to give positive criticism to the ones that have been shared so that we can fine tune it? Because they all have really good parts. I just don't know if there's one that stands out right now that would encompass
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can we do something where we rule out, so me and John both submitted more than one. So can we vote at least on whittling it down to one each?
Yeah, or a combination.
Yeah.
Because I John used the word empowerment throughout, and I like that community. The thing that I question is, do we want to set apart and kind of hyper focus on students as our member group, or because our membership, we do have a majority that are students. But we also have licensed acupuncturists that are first years. We have retired acupuncturists. We have, what's it called? Affiliate professionals. So our membership, and we also have our business members.
Yeah. So when we're addressing who we are, right? So that's really the mission statement's really about who we are not really for FASOMA, right? Because if who we are for FASOMA is we're here for the members because it's the membership committee, then it's really about who we are for the membership. Like, so it should be a mission statement that, like Wes said, speaks to the membership. And if we're speaking to the membership, then we're addressing all the categories of membership.
Right.
Because ideally, what we're out to fulfill on is that we have an abundance of every category of membership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, yes, positive feedback on, or negative feedback on what's been submitted so far. And if it helps to read them and look at them. Oh, Natalia, did you put all 3 of them up?
Yeah.
Or probably 4 of them? Add yours too.
Yeah, I did. I put them up.
Okay.
They're there.
All right, let me take a look at this. Where is it? How do I see that? Oh, okay. Chat. Aha. Great. Okay. So do you guys want to vote? Or do you guys
read yours yet?
Say what?
You haven't read yours yet.
Sorry, I thought someone read mine for me. Hold on. I didn't know. Were you waiting on me to read it?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. You poor guys. All right. Thanks for your patience. Hold on. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So our mission is to surround our FASOMA members with a community of support while providing benefits that inspire and empower our ever-expanding membership. And then the other one I think was read.
Right, I read that one, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Cool. Feedback, sharing, anything anyone wants to say.
For me, I feel like not being specific on who our membership group is, like not putting the word students or schools or licensed acupuncturists.
Yep. I would prefer to add categories as well.
Well, I would prefer to take the categories out of the mission statement.
Oh, you don't want them acknowledged in the mission statement. You just want members.
Yes, or community or...
Okay.
Yeah. The reason is because we have so many tiers of membership.
Yes.
And in my mind is like, well, we all belong to FASOMA. We all are FASOMA. Each one of us individually makes up FASOMA, regardless of where you come from. And if you're a school or a student or a sponsor or retired acupuncturist. So I don't know if it's necessary to specify that in the membership committee mission statement.
Yep. Okay. I can see that.
part of a larger community.
What does Wes and Joshua think? Chime in,
Yes.
guys. Yeah.
It's really a difficult question because you could make a to go either way. Do you want to call out members? Do you want to, because that's what we're trying to engage. We constantly look for students, that's true, but we need the members to keep supporting us.
Here's a question. Who else besides us is going to look at our mission statement?
That's a good question. I don't know yet.
Are members going to be like, ooh, what is memberships committee mission? Like, are you,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
If
Like, as a member,
if they're looking to join a committee like we want them to, yeah.
yes. But let's say we have 3,000 members, they're not all going to look at it. So
Yeah.
is our mission statement to attract people to participate in the membership committee, or is our mission statement a guiding light for the membership committee and the way that it's going to navigate?
Great question. So I've got an answer for that. Here's what I would like to come up with the brainiacs on this call. I would like to come up with a mission statement that does two things, not just one, two. One, it attracts non-members towards membership. The mission statement itself is so inspiring, and it's so uplifting, and it's so supportive, and it so speaks to like what we're trying to accomplish, that it actually attracts them towards becoming members. Okay, so that's one thing that it does. And the second thing that it does is it inspires us to continue bringing what we got to bring to ensure that the membership is taken care of and is expanding. So if I could have it go anyway, I'd like for it to do both those things.
Okay.
How about y'all?
Sure.
Joshua, why don't you give us your thoughts too? Because I mean, the more
I knew you were coming.
hey, I'm not gonna let you sit back, because I think it's great. I mean, because the more people chime in, I think it just really cultivates what we're looking for. So
Yes.
and Wes made a good point too. Reference to with the word members. I think it's a great addition to it. And that's something I definitely think that we got to look at as well.
Yeah, like I really do think all of these submissions are good. I know earlier Simon was talking about, if you can kind of like shrink down the options, right? So I was kind of looking at that since, I know you have 3 and then Simon has 2. So if I were to reduce it, I would actually give like that first one that you had, John, would be on my top. Simon, the second one that you did, I really like. Natalia, I definitely did like yours too. And I actually came up with, not to throw any more into the mix here, but I did have an idea here: foster a community of empowered members that are engaged in their professional organization, because don't just want them to join, but actually kind of be active as well, right?
Hell yeah, woman. She's over here like, I don't want to throw more in the mix. Whatever. That. You just hang back. You let everybody else talk first, and then you come out and The end of just knocking us all down. Great. Thanks. Thanks. Can you read it again slowly?
For the rest of us back here.
Okay, yeah. Well, to foster a community of empowered members that are engaged in their professional organization. Yeah.
Can you also type it in the chat box? I really like it.
All right, yeah, let me do that. Can I just hit enter? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man. I'm looking, so what I'm doing, just so you know, is I'm reading this that you just submitted, Joshua, and I'm supporting it, or I'm supporting it. I'm reading it and I'm comparing it against the others to see if there's anything in any of the other ones that's missing here. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically looking at yours and seeing if there's anything that I would add to it. There's nothing I would take away, but I'm looking to see if there's anything I would add to it. I do still really want the word inspire or inspiring or inspiration in there, but
You could, so I was thinking about that too. So you could easily replace foster to inspire.
yeah, but I really do love foster though. Who doesn't love foster? That's good.
Or both, to foster and inspire a community of empowered members that are engaged in their professional organization.
Yeah. Wes, John, what do y'all think?
I like it. I think it sounds good.
I know,
Wes?
right?
Stop blushing, Joshua.
Can you just add to that, to foster and inspire
Yes.
a community?
Oh, she does it again. It's great. This is why I get mad at. This is why I love hate Joshua, y'all.
Understandable.
So I can say it to her face. I say it to her face. She's cracking up over there. Okay, cool. Does anyone not align with that last rendition that Wes just brilliantly all put together?
Do we want to somehow talk about the benefits? Or I guess in my mind, just because I'm doing the webinars, I put in professional development into
Good.
my submission. So I don't know if that is even relevant or necessary.
Let's look to see how we can add
But
that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how we would add it.
Okay, let's look. To foster a community, foster and inspire a community of empowered members that are engaged in their professional organization. While supporting their professional development.
Isn't that like using the word professional too much in one sentence?
Maybe.
Just you're mute. She was talking to herself. You have to unmute yourself.
I was actually just kind of like reading it again.
Oh.
Professional organization and professional development. Yeah.
Yeah. While supporting their
That
development.
I mean, I think it's right to the point. Once Wes said about and inspiring, tagging that in there, I think that just nails it right on the head.
Yep, I do.
You feel that for an outsider would be enough to kind of spark about the benefits that we have?
See,
Well,
but go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I would say, well, that would be for a different conversation. I think the mission statement is just pretty much stating the aim or our mission of the committee. Yeah, and I think it's good like that. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, and Natalia, not to take away from what you are putting in place to really increase the things on the benefit side and making it be known to the members that we're increasing benefits, because you're doing that on behalf of all of us, because the social media is how an abundance of people are finding out about that. That's the potential anyway. So I mean, yes, I love that you're adding that piece. And if you look at this statement as it is, it does include the work that you're doing today, because that's how the members are empowered and that's how they're engaging in their professional organization. It's actually those actions that you're taking, those webinars and those posts that you're putting up is a action inside that you're taking inside of fulfilling on what this statement actually says that we're doing.
Okay.
So it's totally included.
Well, I vote for Joshua's.
Yeah. I think we're all aligned on Joshua's, who finally gave us a little bit of her wisdom. Thank you for finally imparting
For gracing us with your wisdom.
word. Thank you for gracing us finally, Wow. All right.
Wes, you're good with that too?
Yeah, I'm fine. It sounds good. You're going to add to foster and inspire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Sounds great.
Great. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So that completes the formal agenda of this call. Is there anything else that great job, all of you. Thank you. Is there anything that anyone else wants to share or request before we let each other go and enjoy the holidays?
Joshua, don't make us wait so long. We could have cut this meeting shorter if you would have spoken up.
Messed up.
For next time. Got it.
Do we have another deadline coming up?
Yeah, always. So the school process. Oh, good. Thank you. The school visit process, that's also been sent to y'all to look at. You can suggest or just straight edit anything that you see that you think needs to go in there. If you're checking it on a different email, like that's what happened with John, and you find that you're not getting permission to edit it directly or make any changes, just request access. I'll give it to you right away. That's easy. But just please do that, because that deadline, that's due at the end of the month. And I'm going to be on the road and bringing the man of my dreams home to me. So I'd like to get this work done like ASAP, so I can just be like totally focused on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Y'all know. I'm not doing, AKA, past this week, after Friday, I'm not doing any more committee work until January. That's that.
Go for it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make sure y'all know what you can rely on me for and what you can't rely on me for.
Okay.
She's out of commission until January.
That's
all
right.
So on that note, I do have that meeting at East West again on the 17th of December. So I'm going to go in there. Yeah. So basically, I'm just going to go over what you put on the prospective members for the student benefits.
Perfect.
So I'm just those are going to be the points that I'm going to tell them I'm going to hit whenever I go to student orientation.
Great.
Give them an idea because they want to know, and then I'll nail down some other stuff when I go there as well.
It's literally all we've ever done when we've made a school visit. We've made a list of student benefits. This is what we did. We asked the students what benefits they think that they needed as students. Just curious. We're your professional organization. You know you're not in your field yet. You're students right now, but you know what? We have benefits for you. Either what do you think they are or what would you like them to be? And they would name some and we would write them on the board. And we were like, remember that time? Just show it. And then we check marked all the ones that they actually had. And every time, every single student every suggestion they would come up with as a benefit is one that they have. And so it was so awesome. By the end of the conversation, we were like, great, can you think of any reason not to join and become a member as a student? And nobody had anything. And we're like, great, open your laptops now and do that. Go ahead and do that. Super easy.
When are they going to start increasing the fee as a student? Is that in January?
Yep.
And it will be
$25.
$25.
And it's $25 for the year. And then each payment of $25 goes towards their initial first year licensed acupuncture membership fee. So they get it back. It's an investment in their first year of membership.
So over their 3 years of school, that would be a $75 prepayment.
I mean, kind of, not discount, but yeah, payment toward their first year.
And so that would make their first year licensed membership would be what then, $100 or $95 or something like that?
I don't remember, but it's on the website. You can see the prices. It's next to first year, and you would just subtract 75 from whatever that number is.
I think it's 135.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Great.
Now remember, they switch once from student to first year when they get their license.
Yes, you have to remind them of that because a lot of them pay the student membership and assume that they've already been paid for the year. And then they get their test or they pass their test. And then I've called some of them, oh, I thought I was already paid. No, you're now you're an acupuncturist licensed and you're a member, and that changed their fee schedule.
So place for that reminder and that talk is going to be at their pre-graduation checklist meeting. This is where FASOMA has never been represented. You guys, this is the mark that we've missed, okay? We've identified this like over and over again. Over the years, why we don't have an abundance of first-year practitioner memberships is because FASOMA has not been on their checklist of things to complete in their final semester. Like, they've turned in their clean needle, check. They've signed up to register to take their boards, check. They've paid their money to get licensed after they pass their boards, check. Where is FASOMA? Like, that needs to be part of the checklist. And that's what we're out to do for the first time this year, is to show up on those checklists at every school at the end of every semester, every, graduating semester. So, Natalia, one of the things that we walked away from the annual meeting saying is that you and I would come up with the content and the presentation for those school talks. John's about to go in and do one of those talks on the 17th, and I'd really love for him to be equipped with a PowerPoint presentation. So go ahead, John.
Okay, so my meeting on the 17th is going to be with basically the direct. Well, he's the academic dean, but he's running the school, and his assistant. On the 3rd of January is when I'll actually be going in front of all the students who are there. So So my meeting on this. I'm sorry.
Is it new student orientation? Is that what that is?
Yeah, on the 3rd of January. Yeah.
Great. So that's only a 2-minute talk, so that's fine. But the deadline that you and I set for that, Natalia, was, if I remember correctly, by the end of this month as well. So here's what I request.
But you're going to be out of commission, so it's going to be all on me.
Well, not really. So the request that I have, I got you. I got you, baby. Don't worry. The request I have is that when you're putting together that PowerPoint, you use the content that's already written that John so masterfully referenced just now, which is on the welcome call script, which is on the prospective call script, which is all the student member benefits. It's everything we would want addressed in that PowerPoint. We don't need anything beyond their membership benefits. They don't care. You know, we can talk about some of the work that we've done as like a glaze over, like, by the way, these are some other committee work that we do. You know, this is what we're doing in legislation. These are the most recent past events, like some of the successes. This is what your membership actually empowers us to be able to go do. But that's like a slide or two.
Okay. And that's
Okay.
on the perspective script?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, great. And then even though I said I'm out of commission, I'm not out of commission until December 9th. Write it down, y'all. December 9th. Simon doesn't exist anymore, but before December 9th, she does, which gives us 6 days. And then don't tell anyone, Natalia, but I'll answer the phone if you call me after December 9th. I did give my word to getting that complete with you by the end of this month.
Well, if John is open to it, since he's going to be presenting first, I can just work with him to do it, collaborate, and fine-tune it if we need to. Thumbs up. Yes, no. There you go.
He's thumbs upping you.
Yeah, just send it to me and absolutely, yeah, I'll look at it. But I'm sure it's going to be phenomenal.
Okay.
So, but absolutely.
Great.
Your presentation is going to be on a Mac or a PC?
Well, so what I'll need to do on the 17th is I'm going to go over there and ask them what room they're going to have it in, and if there'll be a projector that's going to be available, and but it'll be on a PC for sure. I don't have a Mac, but I can get that information. Now, if I go in there and they say, hey, in this room there's not going to be a projector for whatever reason, no problem. Just get it to me. I'll pretty much get the highlights of it, because we're going to need a PowerPoint anyway, but I'll get the highlights of it and I'll be able to go in and just, hit them.
Yeah, and you'll also be able to email it to any of the students who request it. Some may request it afterward or something, like request information afterward, and that'll be an easy thing. Like we can email them a view-only version.
Yeah, that's good, but I'm not letting them leave the room until they get on their laptop and sign up. So, but that's between us. That's between us and the computer.
That's what I'm talking about.
We also need to get some printed marketing material done. So we can at least do like a flyer or a little folded booklet or something that they could take with them.
Yeah, Ellen was talking about how we need new brochures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. And then Natalia, when can you have that sent to John for him to view?
Before the 17th.
Okay.
I'll try.
Great.
In my crazy list of things to do.
Hey, the simpler the better. Keep it to like 5 or 6 slides. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Like it's,
Yeah.
Keep it straightforward and simple. It doesn't have to be, they're overloaded all the time with a ton of content. Remember what it's like to be a student. Like they don't need to hear a bunch of information really.
Okay.
The more we drone on when we go in there, the less they're likely to open their laptops. And
Okay.
All right. Okay, you guys, I don't even know what time it is, but anything else? No. We're complete. Everyone looks complete. I like being able to see your faces. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you all for who you are. Each of you.
Thank you.
Mwah. I'll talk to you guys definitely after the
Okay.
new and maybe before.
All right.
Cool.
Everybody have a great night. Great
You
seeing you
too.
guys.
Yes.
Great. You. Bye.
Joshua, great input. I love it. Night, Wes.
Good night.
Wes, I'll be talking to you soon.
Okay, cool.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.